Hey everybody, Scott here. So it has been 2 weeks since my last video. I was in the hive last week and I was able to go through the whole brood box and I found Queen Bianca. She looked great, she looked healthy. Tons of larvae and capped brood and eggs. So she's doing a fantastic job. I tried to video it, but my phone camera wasn't auto-focusing. So anytime I tried to show a frame, it was very blurry. So that footage is pretty much trash. Today, I'm actually not gonna get into the brood box. I just want to check on the status of the second super that I added, which is the top super. And I think I'm gonna add a third super. So even if they aren't necessarily filling that top super, they have been bearding like crazy for the last couple weeks on the front of the hive. I can show you right now a little bit what it is. Let me move you guys. So if you see on the front of the hive there, they're kind of just sitting there in front. So imagine that completely covered left to right, all the way up to the top with bees. That's what it's been like on the hot days. So I want to make sure that with their current population, as well as all of the capped brood that will be emerging, that they have enough room. And also the linden tree blossoms are starting to open up, and this could be the last real big flow of the summer. This is my first year. I don't know if we have a nectar dearth. So when I say flow, I mean nectar flow, so a lot of nectar coming in. When I say dearth, I mean nectar dearth, which is a lack of nectar producing plants that the bees are able to access. So there's a good chance in July there's going to be a nectar dearth. But because I'm a new beekeeper, all my frames are new. So here's an example of a frame from a honey super. It's got a plastic foundation, but it doesn't have any beeswax on it. So the bees have to use a significant amount of nectar to make beeswax instead of honey. So this year I would like to get at least 3 supers full of drawn out comb, so that next year the bees will be focusing on making honey and not have to use so much energy and resources to make honeycomb. Yeah, so that's the plan today. Again, I'm not gonna get the brood box. I'm just gonna check on the super, add a super, and then maybe clean off the bottom board. So let's get going. Oh, there's a baby bee resting on top of this brick here. I can tell it's a baby because it has a lot of fur on its thorax. So this actually might be its first time out of the hive. Top cover off, outer cover. Oh, a lot of bees in there. So another reason I want to give them another super box to build on is because if they're filling this full of comb, it's possible that they have already built this top box all the way out and are ready for another box, regardless of my plans. Okay, so I am twisting this. I can feel honeycomb breaking. Oh my gosh. Take a look at that. They definitely need room. Wow. That is a lot of bees. So that is the second honey super, which is the third box. Put a little smoke across the top to keep them calm, but I don't want my honey smelling like smoke. So I kind of keep that limited. Oh my gosh. So these frames here towards the camera look built out, very built out, I would say. So if this is number 1, I mean, they're packed wall to walls with bees. It's just bees packed on every frame. But I would say if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are just packed with comb. They've built it out all the way, but goodness, those ones close to the camera are just packed. And as always, that's what they do to me. So right here is where taking off that entrance broke some honeycomb, so they're trying to clean this up. Let me see if I can get you guys in close to see that. So you can see that there's honey there that broke when I took the inner cover off, and these girls are trying to clean it all up so it doesn't waste. But you can see here, wall-to-wall bees. They need more room. I probably should have added a super last week, but when I picked this up, it was very light last week. Take out one of these middle frames, frame 4, see if they'll get out of my way. There's just so many bees. I know I say that every time, but it's just crazy how many bees there are in this hive. This Queen Bianca is incredibly prolific. Okay. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Oh gosh, that's crazy. Okay, this is very, very heavy. Very heavy. All right, it's a very heavy frame. You can see they are starting to cap it. So that is honey in there, nectar and honey that they're dehydrating. Once it's dehydrated and it's been turned from nectar into honey, they add the wax cappings on the top. You can see that they're moving down on both sides. Wow, this is further along than I expected. It looks like that on all of these frames, especially the ones towards the camera. They're starting to cap the top of the frame while the bottom is still being dehydrated. Oh gosh, such a tight fit here. Trying my best not to squish any of these girls. See some with pollen pants. It's just so hard with all of that bridge comb there. Okay. I don't think I really squished anyone, so I am not gonna take any more frames out today. I really don't want to disturb them. They're really busy, as you can tell, but I am going to give them another box. All right, here we go. Third honey super. I think they're a little upset. They might have smelled that sting. I just don't want them attacking anyone on the sidewalk, so I'm putting some smoke around me. Wow, they're mad. They're not in a good mood today. Ooh. Beetles. Oh. So this is actually, last week we pulled a frame of honey out and we scraped it off and put it back in, let them rebuild it. But yeah, they're definitely ready to build some more comb. See if I can get the spacing out good. I don't want any more girls dying as they try to sting me. Oh, that would have been really sad if I gotten stung. It makes me sad because of that bee that stung my glove and the stinger that pulled out. That she's dead. That's another reason I try to keep the bees calm, because I don't want them dying as I'm working in here. That's really sad. All right. So like I've said before, this Man Lake box, it's square, but it's very, it just rocks. It rocks so bad. And I think over time, as it gets heavier, hopefully it'll kind of flatten it out. We've got a third 8-frame super in there. Ugh. This inner cover is full of bees, so I'm gonna try to knock them off so I don't squish any. I'm wondering if I squish that bee with my finger, and that's why it stung me. Because that was only the first frame I pulled out. Okay. A lot of those bees, it may have been their first time out of the hive. So I make sure to shake them off right in front of the hive so they can make their way back in. All right, inner cover's on, the outer cover on. Again, trying to shake off bees, so squish them. All right, cover's on. So we'll see how fast they fill this third super, at least build comb up on it.